Hello everyone. So today I am back with a new chapter, Noah and the Ark. This is listed in chapter 6 of Genesis. The Lord saw that men had become very wicked and that in their minds and their hearts there was only evil. He regretted that he made man on earth and in his heart he grieved very deeply. And God said to Noah, "The end of all flesh is before me. I will destroy all living things on earth, for because of them the earth is filled with evil and violence." "Make an ark of cypress wood," commanded the Lord. "Make rooms in the ark, and cover it inside and out with pitch. Make it in this fashion: the length of the ark shall be 450 feet, and breadth of it 75 feet, and the height 45 feet. You shall put a window in it, and in its inside you shall put a door. The ark shall have 3 decks, a lower, a second, and a third. You shall do this because I shall bring upon the earth a great flood, which shall destroy every living thing. But with you I will make a promise, and the promise shall be called a covenant. You shall enter the ark with your sons, and your wife, and your sons' wives with you. Of every living creature upon the earth, you shall bring into the ark 2 of each sort to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and female, birds of all kinds, cattle, and every creeping thing. 2 of every animal in creation shall come to you, for you keep them alive. And take with you some of every kind of food that is eaten. Gather it up, and it shall be food for you and the creatures that are with you. The Great Flood. Noah had lived to a very great age when the flood of waters came upon the earth. And God said to Noah, "Come into the ark, you and all who are with you. 70 days from now, I will cause it to rain upon the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. And every living thing I have made I will destroy from the face of the earth." And Noah did all that Lord had commanded him. He entered the ark with Shem and Ham and Japheth, his sons, his own wife, and the wives of his sons. Birds and beasts and creeping things of every kind came to Noah and went into the ark, 2 by 2, the male and female, as God has commanded. Then the Lord shut Noah in the ark, and the waters of the flood were upon the earth. All the fountains of the great deep were broken up, and the windows of heaven opened. The rain fell upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. The waters swelled and lifted the ark above the earth. The flood spread, and the waters continued to rise upon the earth, and the ark floated upon the face of the water. The waters rose higher and higher upon the earth until all the high mountains under heaven were covered. 45 feet more than did the waters rise above the high mountains, and they were indeed covered. Every living thing that moved upon the earth died: birds, cattle, beasts, and every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth, and every man, all in whose nostrils was the breath of life. Every man and every living thing which was upon the face of the ground were destroyed. Only Noah and those who were with him remained alive. God remembered Noah and every living creature with him in the ark. God caused a wind to pass over the earth and to quiet the waters. The fountains of the deep and the windows of heaven were stopped, and the rain from the heaven was restrained. The waters receded for 150 days, so that in the 7th month of the 17th day the ark rested on the mount of Ararat. And the waters continued to decrease until the first day of the 10th month, when the peaks of the mountains were seen. At the end of the 40 days, Noah opened the window of the ark and sent out a raven, which flew to the fro. He also sent out a dove to see if the waters had dried from the ground anywhere. The dove found no rest for the sole of her foot, and she returned to the ark, for the water still covered the earth. So Noah put out his hand and took her back into the ark. He waited 7 more days, and once again he sent out the dove. The dove came back to him in the evening, and when she did so, there was in her mouth a fresh plucked olive leaf. So Noah knew that the waters had receded from the face of the earth. Noah waited still another 7 days before he sent out the dove. This time the dove did not return. The water had dried from the earth, so Noah opened the window of the ark. He looked out and saw that the ground was dry. God spoke to Noah, saying, "Take with you the birds, the cattle, and every living thing that is with you, that they may breed and raise their young and multiply upon the earth." So Noah went out, and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him. Every beast, every creeping thing, and every bird went out the ark. And Noah built an altar to the Lord, and offered him burnt offerings of every clean beast and every clean fowl. The Lord smelled the sweet odor and said in his heart, I will not curse the ground any more for man's sake, nor will I ever again strike down every living thing as I have done. As long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night will never cease. God blessed Noah and his sons and said to them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth. The fear and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every bird of the air, upon all that moves on the earth, and all the fishes upon the earth. And see, every moving thing that lives shall be food for you. As once I gave you the green plants, now I have given you all these things. And God continued saying, Behold, I make a promise to you, and to your children after you, and to every living creature that is with you, and every living beast of the earth, to the birds and the cattle, and all who come out of the ark. I promise that never again will all flesh be cut off by waters of a flood, nor will a flood destroy the earth. This promise is a covenant which I make between myself and you and every creature that is with you, throughout all generations without end. I set my rainbow in the cloud, and the rainbow shall be a token of the covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the rainbow shall be seen in the cloud. I will look upon it, and I will remember the everlasting covenant between me and you, and every living creature upon the earth. And Noah lived a long time after the flood, and was very old man when he died. Sons were born unto the sons of Noah after the flood, and they went forth and were the fathers of the nations of the earth. So this is for all. We'll again continue tomorrow with a new chapter. Keep subscribing us. Bye.